What's going on, guys? TMart here. I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can sprint for longer distances. In this video, we're going to be talking about some tips for some of the kill streaks in Black Ops 2. And in this one, we're going to be talking about the EMP grenade. We're going to be comparing grenades versus the C4 of recoil. You know, it's huge. And then when we crouch, it is reduced by probably 50% or more. You know, that's a huge difference.
Oh, get raised. Give me number 2. Oh, baby.
Hey, welcome to TmarTn's Commentator Review. My name is Reggie312. I'm going to be the host for you guys this evening, and before I jump straight into the video, let me give you guys a little breakdown as to how I conduct these commentator reviews. So the first half of the video is going to be dealing with a lot of facts, a lot of numbers, you know, such as how many subs and views TmarTn gains per hour, per 24 hours, per week, whatever it may be, and I'm going to compare those numbers to other YouTubers as well. Now in the second half of the video, that's when it gets really interesting, because in the second half of the video, I'm going to be comparing or telling you guys a lot of cool opinions mixed with facts, such as what makes TmarTn so unique or so special to watch on YouTube. You know, what is his channel all about? And at the end of the video, all I ask for you guys to do is to like the video if you guys learned something new or enjoyed the series, and also in the comments, please let me know whom you guys want me to review next. But let's go ahead and get started with TmarTn's commentator review. So TmarTn created his YouTube account back on May 2nd of 2010. But fast forwarding it to now, almost 3 years, currently he almost has 1 million subscribers on his YouTube account. So congratulations to TmarTn ahead of time for hitting that big 1 million milestone on his channel. Now on a daily basis, TmarTn gains over 1,200 subs per day. And if you do the math, that's almost 8,400 subscribers each and every week. And far as TmarTn's sub ranking goes on YouTube, TmarTn is ranked 240 on YouTube just by uploading Call of Duty gameplays. You know, so out of all the different genres, out of all the big YouTubers, TmarTn's channel is ranked 240 on YouTube. That's pretty impressive. Now to really put these numbers into perspective, here's this fact. TmarTn has more overall subs than PlayStation and the History Channel's official YouTube pages, just to name a few of them. So he's more sub than PlayStation and the History Channel's pages. Now aside from TmarTn's subscribers, let's talk about his views. So currently, he almost has 150 million overall video views on his account. Now on a daily basis, he gains 200,000 views each and every day. And that's almost 1.4 million views each and every week. So I mean, again, when you look at these numbers, when you go on his channel and you look at these numbers, they're pretty impressive as they are, you know. But when you compare them and you see that he actually is more subbed than PlayStation and the History Channels, you know, just to name a few of them, that's when you really go, wow, like this whole side of commentating has really evolved and it's really expanded like crazy. And TmarTn has 2 channels. The channel that I'm talking about is obviously his main one. I'm not even combining his second account, which is his Let's Play account. But if you combine that, the numbers are even higher. And TmarTn, the rate he's growing, the rate he's getting these subscribers and views is just insane. So that number on YouTube, that 240, it's going to go higher and higher pretty soon. So shout out to TmarTn on doing a great job with his YouTube channel. But aside from all the facts and the numbers, let's go ahead and talk about what makes TmarTn so unique, or what makes him so special to watch on YouTube. Well, the first thing is, and I guess this would be the main thing about his YouTube account, is the fact that he uploads a very specific, a very certain type of gameplay with topics that nobody else can really compare to or do it so well. So his channel is all about helping Call of Duty players, or whatever video he uploads. It's all about helping people get better at the game. So in that sense, he's very unique, because once in a while we'll all upload gameplays to help somebody get better, but this guy bases his entire channel in order to help us get better at the game. And you may think, well, you know, stuff like that may be good for people that aren't too good at the game, or for people that, you know, have a lower KDR, or, you know, something like that. It may not be beneficial to people who kind of already know the game. You know, they bought the first Call of Duty, they've been a Call of Duty fan since then, so it's not going to be beneficial to them. And you know what? That's not true, because I'm a type of player that has the 2.0 KDR through Call of Duty, and I love getting lots of kills. But when I went to TmarTn's channel for the first time, I thought the same thing. I was like, you know, how's this gonna help me out? But the thing is, the way he does his breakdowns, the way he tells you about the game, and you know, the topics that he includes are so cool to listen to. You know, there's a lot of facts in there that you may not have ever known, regardless of how many times you play Call of Duty. And I'll give you an example. So first of all, he breaks down maps. So whenever a new map pack comes out, or whenever a new Call of Duty comes out, you know, there's about what, 10-15 maps to go through. He goes through all of those maps, and he tells you exactly, you know, where the jump spots are. So if you're playing hardpoint, you know, you want to kind of get in a location where you could, you know, pick off players as they get into the hardpoint, you know, or defend it or capture, whatever it may be. He'll tell you this is where the hardpoint's going to be on this map. This is a good spot for you to sit at, or for you to, you know, hang around at, for you to get kills. And he'll tell you the rushing spots. He'll give you an overall perspective of the map, you know what I mean? So he tells you all of that based on different game modes for each and every map. Aside from that, he does a breakdown of guns. I mean, just to give you an idea, that intro, if you go back and watch the intro of this video that I made for him, he was talking about how the gun, when you stand up, has more spread on the left compared to when you sit down, or when you're in prone, it actually has less, you know. So what he's trying to say is that he does a breakdown of guns. So not just talking about this gun has lots of recoil, or this gun has, you know, not that much recoil. He actually breaks it down into a visual perspective for us to see. So he does that a lot of times on his channel. Now aside from this, even he has another series, I guess you can call, which is interactive gameplay, in a sense, where, you know, he's uploading a Call of Duty search and destroy gameplay, and at a specific moment, at an intense moment, he'll pause it and he'll tell you guys, so in this situation, you know, should I go left or should I go right, or should I kill this guy, or what, you know, he'll ask you what move or what situation would you go with, and he'll pause the video there, and you, on the screen, you guys get to click, and you know, based on what you feel would be the right move to make, you guys get to click and pick that move, and at the end of it, it'll lead you saying yes, this was the correct move, or no, this move ended up, you know, getting you killed, or whatever it may be. So when I saw this for the first time, I was impressed, because there's only one other time I saw it, and that was on like an educational video or something like that. So the reason why a lot of big YouTube channels, or smaller YouTube channels, anybody, the reason why they don't make these interactive, you know, topics or videos, I guess you can say, it's because it's pretty tough to do, in a sense. It takes a lot of time and effort for you to really go through it and to really make it. But the fact that TmarTn does this, it's pretty cool. And the fact that you're learning something, you get what I'm saying? You're learning throughout this entire experience. Each and every one of his videos are simply about making you, the player, better at the game. And regardless of what skill level, I promise you, you know, he compares EMPs, he compares different types of grenades, you know, how Ghost works. He'll tell you if you're standing and, you know, someone calls in the UAV, and if you start moving right away, does that count, or do you still show up on the UAV right away? All these little things that, you know, you and I have probably wondered at one point, he covers it. So a huge shout out to TmarTn on having such a unique channel, and I truly enjoy his content. But this is TmarTn's Commentator review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, just like the video if you guys learned something new today, and in the comments, again, please let me know whom you guys want me to review next. But as always, thanks for watching, and take care.